Alright, I'm going to attempt to demonstrate how to install your flux core wire. So essentially, why is this thing? Okay, there we go. So essentially, we'll start off by farting. So I already took the wing nut off and the little bushing there. We're going to take this off. Now it's normally a good thing to get additional tips because these tips will eventually just turn to shit. Come on, motherfucker. Jesus Christ, how many threads do you have? Alright, so we got that off. Okay, the tip came off. So the tip is inside there, so you want to be careful, obviously, that we don't lose that. So I was going to take that off as well. So tip's off. So now we can pull the remainder of this wire. Oh, this is what was left. Okay. Alright, now that that's out. So now, let me get the spool of wire up in there. Now the one key thing here is that you gotta maintain pressure on the wire. You can't let it just, you gotta keep the tension on there, because if you don't, it's gonna unspool and it's gonna become a big bird's nest, and then you might as well just go buy another spool of wire. You can save some of it actually, and like you can, but you're gonna end up having to throw a bunch of it away. Once it comes unspooled, fuck. Yeah, like I said, it's frustrating. Don't ask me how I know. So, and that's why I said I'm gonna attempt to show you. Now, on this welder in particular, yeah, so it's gonna, hold on, let me put some light on the subject there. Okay, so there's your little feed hole right there. So you're gonna have to stick it in there, and also you want to have this welded on. Okay, and so you can see when I pull the trigger. Right now, the other thing you want to make sure is that, yeah, it's set up for 035 wire. Okay. This is just the tensioner, so we're gonna loosen it up a little. And now let me get the wire on there. Okay, so here's your little hook of wire again. So I'm gonna hold it, make sure that there's tension on there. It's good to have a pair of pliers so that you can cut the tip off and make sure that you have a straight, tip. You don't want it kinked because it makes it a bitch to fucking feed it in there. So there's the kink. I'm gonna see if I can get away with just folding it hard over. Okay, so it's kind of there. We're gonna see if I can get away with this. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go get. So on this one, you want the wire to feed. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! If I fuck it up because the dog's fault. So you want the wire to feed in from the bottom like that. There's going to be some where it feeds in from the top. This one feeds in from the bottom. So, and again, all while maintaining tension on that shit. The second you let it go, that's the second that it's going to get fucked up. I'll put the bushing on there. Put the fucking wing nut on there. All the meanwhile, maintaining tension on there. Alright, so I got it in the hole. So you can see what I'm doing here. I've got making sure to hold tension on that wire. Got it in that hole, right? And now I'm going to pull the trigger. See how it's feeding in there? considerably to where once the wire's fed in there, this isn't just gonna unspool. Okay, so now here's the moment of truth. I'm gonna let it go. All right, so let me speed up the. We're gonna speed it up. Okay, so now we should be able to. Here it comes. Boom, right there. Okay, that's pretty much that. And then you're gonna put this tip back on. Okay, screw it in. And you're gonna take the other guard or whatever this is, and you're gonna put that on there. So now it's pretty much all set to go. So let's see here. I just wanted to trim it down a little. So, good to go.